What is up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? My name is Naomi. Welcome to House of Miscellanea. It's Saturday Night Live time. Hope you guys are well. Hello, hello. Let me go over my tools really quickly, and then I will get right into saying hello to everybody already in the chat. First and foremost, I'm going to use a pen from Diamond Pen Pal. It's one you recognize, of course. It is the Satura pen from Diamond Pen Pal. You can find Diamond Pen Pal over on Etsy. In my single placer, I am using Ghost from Diamond Painting Daily. That's their little symbol. You can find Diamond Painting Daily over on Etsy as well. The Ghost works like a glue dot. It is a liquid that turns solid. It goes from white to clear, hence the name Ghost, and works just like a glue dot does. Go and check her out on Etsy. And then in my multi-placer, I'm going to be using a new one that I got from Puttylicious. This one is caramel latte. Ooh, mocha chocolate. Yeah. Whatever. This one smells like caramel coffee, so I'm into it. Just got this from Puttylicious, and I look forward to cracking it open and using it. And then I've got a tray. This one was printed by Gary from the Maker World file, but it is actually from Ephemera 3D. Ephemera 3D's walkie-talkie. Love this thing so much. But if you want one, you got to go print it over on Maker World yourself, or beg somebody with a 3D printer to do it for you. I've got a trinket tray. This is from Sparkling Nana. Ooh, it's my trinket tray. It's got a mushroom in there. You've seen it. You've seen it before. And then I'm using a different little trash minder today. This one is from Black Dahlia Diamond Art over on the Etsy. This one's a little cute ladybug from the June box, and it matches. I don't have a lot of red or orange or yellow accessories, so I'm going to use this little red / orange / this is red and black, but it matches. Look, it spins too. That's fun. Anyways, the diamond painting that I'm working on, this one is Elizabeth. I don't want to accidentally show you the other page. Elizabeth by Mandy Manzano. It is a 55 by 94 centimeters in round from Diamond Art Club. And I'm just starting on it because Noelle and I are doing a Mandy Manzano panel DP along sort of deal. What are you guys up to? Anyways, let me go say hello to everybody already in the chat. Hello to Shannon. Hello, Shannon. Hello, Vicky, Tabitha. Hello to Lexi. Hello, Liz. Great day to be a Saturday Night Live. Whoop, whoop. Hello, Tigger and Jen Does Diamonds. Hello, Jen W. Hello, Alice and Kath. Hello, Divine and Brenda. And hello, Noelle. Hello, Vicky. She looks lovely. Thank you. What's up? Hey, Shat. Pepsi Junkie, I don't think that's what you meant, but maybe you did. Maybe you meant Shat. Or the what is that? That would be the past tense for shit would be Shat. And I have not. So thank you for asking. Oh, jeez. Just finishing up one of the autumn beavers. Oh, cute. Oh my God. Ooh, you guys, I opened this up and it smacked me in the face with coffee smell. Woo! It is a caramel latte for real. Now, here's the funny thing that I discovered. This is a half size putty from Puttylicious. Check it out. Do I have a full size nearby? I do. I have a full size nearby. This is the full size. I'll show you the full size in comparison. So if you're getting in on, or if you got in on the US order, this is a full size putty. And that's the half size putty. So when you're ordering from Puttylicious, you know what you're getting. That's like as big as my palm. Humongous. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to get in on the order, you need to do so. Oh, and it smells so good. Everything smells lovely. Good stuff. I think she's planning another US order in October. I think it's October. Anyways, Let's see. What's up, Christopher Merritt? How you doing? Okay, so please let me know in the chat, what do you have on your table tonight? What are you working on? I love this putty. It is very nice and firm. I am a hard placer and it works really well for me. If you like putties like Putty Crocker, I would compare it to a Putty Crocker. There's a little bit of like a butterfly effect wears kind of vibe to the putty too, like in the way that it is very dry and really firm. Like it's not your usual type of very sticky putty. Like this stuff a lot. So if you like Putty Crocker or butterfly effect wear, I would compare it to that. Oh, a nice ribeye. How very dare you? No, I have not done another square yet, Noelle. I was working on something else. A secret thing. Hello, Kylie. Yeah, I was working on a secret thing that I can't share because it hasn't been sneak peeked yet. So I was working on something other. And listen, Noelle, if I go the whole route of like getting in on this and whatever, like I will far surpass you because it's around and pretty line blocky. And I didn't want to just breeze right past you. Let's see, what do we got? Vicky's working on Cottagecore Witch still. Dark Witch for Alice. Tigger's working on Veiled in Starlight. You got to be getting close to done with that already, Tigger. Last I looked, you were already like at the halfway point. Working on my Kayomi Harai Time to Play Kitties. Oh, divine. That sounds good. Jen's working on Hot Springs. Oh, that's a beautiful one. Shannon is last row on Whimsical Owls. Ooh. What's up, Shell? Black Dahlia Diamond Arts in the house. Hello, Marianne. We got Little Deer Diamond Painting Pens. We got Lexi from Mystical Artistry Haven. We got Kylie from Lexi Lou's Cover Minders. Working on this plate of spaghetti. I didn't get spaghetti. I gotta say, I'm a little jelly. Okay, let me get out my craft mates so I can get out my colors. This out of the way. I hurt my eye yesterday, so I can DP today. Can DP very well? I'm assuming that's a can't. But thankfully, eyes heal rather quick. That's true. That is true. I'm assuming you meant can't. Yeah, okay. Obviously can't spell either. Fair. Okay. Now, hello, Matt Smarmy. What's going on, dude? It looks like most people that, paid their shipping and whatever have gotten their packages from Gods and Goddesses. So I'm very, very thankful for that. That went off pretty well without a hitch. We like that. Okay, so here's the deal. I just filled my multi-placer with my new Puttylicious caramel latte, and it smells amazing. Very coffee smacky in the face. But I just filled it. I'm going to try it on some ABs right now. Let's see how it does. Oh, look at that. Came right off. And it pops nicely, too. Ooh, we like that. Came right off of there. Love it. Sometimes, I've thought about using the vacuum pen for ABs. And when I'm really struggling, I usually will bust out the vacuum pen. But this is working very nicely on my ABs, and so I don't have to. Hello, Linda. The kids ate most of it before you got home. Rude little bastards. Eating up all the spagooter. My kids got to eat stuff. All right. We did it. That was the yellow ABs. Now let's try the white ABs. There aren't too many. Not too many. Not too bad. Yeah, you got to be getting close, Tigger. I figure you'll be done with that by next weekend. Definitely. That's probably pushing it too far. My little trash pot here. There we go. So on Tuesday, I read off some of your two truths and a lie. Maybe we'll continue doing that now that we have some new and other people here that weren't there the last time. Oh, did I see Linda? Hey, Linda, I did not realize that you had a Puttylicious putty that was supposed to go in your stuff. And I already mailed your stuff out. So do you want me to hang on to it until, I don't know, there's something else to mail you? Because I think I have other stuff to mail you, yeah? Later on? I can't remember if you were one of the people who had a, wait a minute. Did you have a Grateful Pop blank? Hold on. I got the list. Did you have a Grateful Pop blank? No, what's that list? Grateful Pop people. Hold on a second. Oh, the list is over here. No, I do not have a Grateful Pop blank to mail you. Did you have a... Now I'm trying to remember. Did you have one of the Candylicious Grateful Pop pens? Because if so, I'm still waiting on those, so I could mail it with that too. I got right. Okay, I knew there was something. Couldn't remember if it was me or if it was a Grateful Pop that needed turned. Got it. Okay, cool. Perfect. Perfect. Well, you're, as far as hold on, I'm probably confusing myself. I'll figure it out later. I'll email you. I'll email you, my dear. Let's go with, I'm going to do the background color first this time instead of the inside colors, I think. Usually I would do it the other way. I would fill in the darker colors and do the other stuff first, but I think this time I'm going to do the darker color first and then fill in the middle. Hello, Ashlyn. Welcome. But yes, so for those just joining, one, don't forget to hit the like button, my friends. Also, let me know what you got on your table. What are you working on? Unless it's food, you can let me know what you have on your table for food too. Apparently, Shell is having spaghetti that she didn't bring enough for the class. Rude. Super rude. Spaghetti sounds good. I haven't made spaghetti in so long. But, okay, here's the $1 million question, right? So, are you a make your own sauce kind of person? Are you a out of the, like out of the jar, can, whatever? And if so, if you're like an out of the jar, can, whatever person, what is your favorite brand of spaghetti sauce? For me personally, I'm going to say it has to be Prego. I like the Prego, and I like the flavored with meat, like the one that actually has hamburger in it already. You don't have time for homemade. Right. Hello, Sujin. Classico. Okay. Is there Prego spaghetti? Sujin, I'm right with you. Working on Talk to the Snakes. Ooh. Working on A Velviad by Dak and Mimi Thomas. Ooh. Hello, Carla. Welcome. Crushed and make your own. Man, Pepsi John, you be doing some crazy things though, like your own prime rib rubs and all that sort of thing. I'm not talented. I don't think I could make my own sauce. Although, funny story, Dustin is half Italian, half Irish, And his Italian side of the family, they actually own a spaghetti sauce company in Pennsylvania. I think it's in Pennsylvania. And like an amusement park. Their spaghetti sauce company also runs an amusement park in Pennsylvania. I don't know. That's a side of the family I have not met of his, like part of his family I haven't met. My sauce should be sweet and processed. There with you. Working on Dak Giver's heart. Ooh. Jen W says, depends on the amount of time I have. If I buy, I usually only buy Ragu original and add stuff. Okay. Ashlyn DePrego. Shannon says, I make my own sauce, spices and all. Ooh. Kylie says, I'm a wog. Of course, I make my own sauce. What's a wog? What is that? Tigger says Prego mushrooms. Oh, okay. You like the mushroom one. Okay. Amusement park spaghetti sauce. Yes, you heard it. Pepsi Junkie, you heard it. I have issues with super acidic food, and tomatoes are most tomato-based sauces are way too acidic. Yeah, but Classico is the perfect balance. Okay. What DP is this? This is a old Mandy Manzano. This is Elizabeth by Mandy Manzano. And I'm down at the bottom. It's like Spaghetti Knott's Berry Farm. Yes. What's up, Lily? How's it going? Lily's saucy. Not that I'm aware of near me, but that seems a pretty PA thing. Doesn't it? Yes. I had spaghetti and meatballs tonight. All great value. Now, okay, but you know what? I've heard that like great value in a lot of instances, like if you watch Good Mythical Morning, for instance, they'll do a lot of taste tests on things. And the great value stuff tends to win in blindfold challenges with at least Rhett and Link. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Like when it comes to cereals, I buy Malto Meal almost exclusively, like the bagged cereals. And it used to be like way cheaper, right? It used to be the way cheaper option. And now it's like just as expensive as most of the big name brands. You just get, I feel like, way more of it. It seems like in that bag, you just get more. But I don't know. Great value chili garlic tortillas. Okay. Great value is done, but they can skimp on the seasoning. Yeah. Yep. Matt says Wisconsin certainly has cheese parks or butter. You know, okay. So what Wisconsin is famed for is actually the most random thing. One of our most famous places here in this state, besides like, yes, we have amazing state parks. Our state parks are bar none some of the most beautiful places that you can go and hike and be in nature. But our tourist location is actually the largest water park in the nation. And that whole place, Wisconsin Dells. One, it is one of the most beautiful places that you can go near Baraboo. There's the Circus World Museum, like Barnum and Bailey's Circus Museum there, which is also very well visited. But the whole town of Wisconsin Dells is basically like a tourist location for huge water parks. There's one that's called Noah's Ark, which is the largest water park in the nation. And then there's also Mount Olympus. The Mount Olympus Park is a water park / like rides and that sort of stuff, go-karting. But oddly enough, one of the things that Wisconsin is famous for is not actually just the cheese and the milk and whatever, but it's our freaking water park, largest water park in the nation. Makes no damn sense. Okay, so Kylie, I've heard the term, and I'm not, okay, I'm not going to say it. That word that you typed, except at the end, instead of a G, it's a P. I've accidentally called my husband that word once, like as a joke, and he did not appreciate. So, yeah. But yeah, I've heard that version before, but I've never heard it with a G. So if I offended anybody by reading that out loud, I'm sorry. I did not mean to. I didn't know what it meant. I apologize. Yes, and Jen, it is a fun water park. Like the whole entire thing is amazing. The cows need to relax at water parks between milking. It's true. Cows deserve to have fun too. No, it's a blast. And then like aside from that, other things Wisconsin is well known for, again, like I said, beautiful state parks, beautiful hiking trails, like that sort of thing. But we also have a place called the House on the Rock, which is like um going there feels like an acid trip. And honestly, it's one of those places that like after I went the very first time, if you could have asked me to describe like what I had just experienced, I don't know what I would be able to tell you. Like it was a man's collections of things, but it also had, you know, who describes it really well actually is Neil Gaiman in the book American Gods. His description of it is pretty perfect. And it's a weird and wild and wacky place to go. And I've been there like 35 times. That's no joke. I think we should have a DP retreat in your beautiful. I agree. I agree. I see Del Grosso. Is that not a national brand? A couple hours from me, kind of. You know, it might be Del Grosso. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember what the brand is. And I don't know if it's like national or not. I'm not sure if it's everywhere or not. I don't know. All I know is that it is in Pennsylvania and that his family on his dad's side, the Italian side of the family. And it's funny too because they actually spell their last name differently. My husband got the far more Americanized version of their last name. And then some of them have it spelled differently. Like some are Pulcinos, some are Pulcianos, some are Pulcinellos. And so the last name has very much evolved and changed. And I think that part of the family is Pulciano or Pulcino. I don't know, very Italian. He said he went to the amusement park once when he was a kid. I'm like, that sounds fun. To have a relative who has an amusement park, like, damn it. I don't know. Why is Noelle so quiet? Is she sleeping? I always accuse her of sleeping whenever she's quiet. She's probably diamond painting. That would be my assumption. Because she's supposed to be working on her Manzano while I'm working on my Manzano. Hi, Allison. Move my fan. Ugh. Pointed at my body. There we go. Abby. Hello, Abby. Hit the spaghetti sauce park, then drive to the chocolate park. Hershey? Yeah. I'm into it. I'm definitely into it. And I haven't been a lot of like touristy places. I'm kind of boring that way. I've been a lot of places in my own state, though. But like I said, a lot of the places that we're known for here are so random for the state of Wisconsin. It's not something that you would necessarily expect. It's like, tell me again why you're famous for a water park? Got me. I don't know, like when we go to the Dells, where the water park is, we don't tend to go to the water park. We tend to go to oh my God, they have this place called Pirates Cove. It's a mini golf place where I whoop the pants off of Dustin in mini golf. And by that, I mean, I usually beat him by at least 2 or 3 strokes. But I do usually win. That said, Pirates Cove is one of the like most awesome mini golf parks that I've been to. Some of those holes are diabolical. That sounded dirtier than I intended, but you get the meaning. Hello, Mary. Hello, Keats. Oh, is Noelle back on the Uncrustables kick? Oh my goodness. Hello, Angela. You have not missed anything. Don't worry. We're just sitting here hanging out. But yeah, we like to go to Pirates Cove and do the mini golfing there. And then aside from that, we're generally over in Baraboo at like Devil's Lake and hiking. I don't know. I like to take advantage of the beautiful hiking locations that we have here in the state. Our state parks, I mean, now granted, I don't have a lot to compare it to. I haven't been to a lot of state parks in other states, but I do know that our state parks are phenomenal. Just beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Noelle, what are you doing? She don't love us no more. She ran away. Hi, Josie. First time here. Hello from Kentucky. Well, hello from Wisconsin. If everybody wants to sound off and tell everybody where you're from in the chat so I can stalk you properly. Tee-hee, if you participated in Gods and Goddesses, I already have your address. Sorry. That sounded a little more diabolical than I meant it to. If you ever get mailed a bag of poop, it was not me, I swear. For just literally no reason. I wouldn't do that. You know what? Somebody would have to do something really, really, pardon the pun, but shitty in order for me to mail them a bag of dog poop, especially because I have a Great Pyrenees. That's just mean. That's just mean. Oh, let's see. Middle of nowhere, Kansas. Got Alberta, Canada. I can stalk you with DP gifts. All right, cool. We got the UK, Northern Colorado, the Crafty Sleuth. Hello, the Crafty Sleuth. You trust me with it? Well, good. Marianne's in Florida. Shannon's in Tampa. Jen's in Virginia. Jen W. is in Michigan. Sujin's in Washington. Keats is also in Florida. Carla, you're in Chicago. We're very close. Tigger is in Oregon, the state. We've got, who else we got? Allison's in Florida. You got a lot of Florida people. Are you all Florida weird, though? Mail a bag of dog poop with a roll of washi tape, and you know it's... Yes. Pepsi Junkies in New York. Linda K's in Newfoundland, Canada. Mary is in Virginia. Tulsa, Oklahoma for Liz. Brenda's in Illinois. Alice is in Melbourne, Canada. Melbourne, Australia. Sorry, I was reading backwards. Divine is in New York, Western, not NYC. Christopher is north of England. North of England? Is that, what is that? Ireland? Oh, there's Noelle. She's also in New York. Okay. So I lived in Virginia for a short time when I was younger. My dad was military and we lived in Fort Eustis. And I do have to say that of all of the other states that I've lived in, I do have to say that Virginia is gorgeous. That's another beautiful state with lots of beautiful things to see. I got a lot of good memories there. Even on base. Even on base. Noelle, are you working on your Manzano? Daughters of Peace? Daughter of Peace? Daughters. Oh man. Yes, ma'am. Okay, good. And I've been to Abby's in California. I've been to New York, specifically, well, we stayed in New Jersey, which is a cheaper thing to do. And then I've been in the city proper, like I've been in New York City. But the reason that I went there was actually to perform at the Renaissance Fair in Tuxedo. So I got to see the city of New York and then some of New York, which is also very beautiful. Tuxedo was gorgeous. I didn't realize that you guys had like, I don't know, I wouldn't call them like mountains, but they were mountains. Like technically that's what they were. Because the site itself is located like on a mountain kind of. But it's very bluffy, the same way that some of our areas here in Wisconsin are. Hello, Josh. Oh, South Yorkshire, UK. Got it. Got it. Got it. Josh is another New Yorker. He's in the city proper, though. The Big Apple is very big. I gotta tell you though, we went there in late September, and holy crap, was it hot! I was not expecting that kind of heat. Now, to be fair, we were in the city, so like all of the residual heat from the day was, because like New York City is all concrete, and it definitely retains the heat there. And so it's 7 o'clock at night and still 90 effing degrees. Love the way you say Yorkshire. I know I didn't say it right. I'm sorry. It's Yorkshire, right? Yorkshire? Is it Yorkshire? Should I say Yorkshire? I think it's Yorkshire. I don't know. Listen, I did a fake Bristol accent, but Bristol from the 1500s, like 1574 Bristol accent, not today's Bristol accent. And I faked that all summer for 10 years. Although, oddly enough, my 1570s Bristol accent was often mistaken for Irish, because I'd practice outside of Ren Fair to get practice in. And most of the time people would ask me if I was from Ireland. So apparently I was doing a really good job. But it was like it was supposed to be the country dialect for the 1500s. Do I want to do it right now? No, I do not. I would practice privately for a minute and then I would maybe try, but not right this minute. Ew, Josh is in Manhattan. I've done very well. Oh, good. James Harriet was from Yorkshire, was he not? Who is that? I don't know who that is. I do not know who that is. But I do know that when Noelle says sauce, she doesn't just say sauce. She says, she knows what she says. Sauce. It's subtle. It's very subtle. It's not as much as I'm like putting into it by saying sauce, but it's there. You definitely hear it. And when I pointed it out to her, she's like, no, I don't. You definitely do. When you hear Noelle talk, you definitely know that she's from New York. Home of the landfill. Oh, no. Not the landfill. Okay, let's see. We're going to go with this one. I don't know. There we go. Where is it? Yeah, I love working on a round. It's a nice break. And this is an old DAC, so the glue is glorious. But I also finish rounds way too fast. And so I'm trying not to like speed my whole way through it because I just finished Queen of Her World and Rosea. And they were rounds. And so, yeah, I ended up kitting up a square. So I was like, I got to have something else to work on, or I'm going to get myself in trouble. I thought about kitting up another round. I just don't know what I want to work on. I think I might need / want to work on a round Morales. I'll be done tomorrow if I keep going. Yeah. He was a vet. Oh, okay. Never heard of it, Liana. Yeah, she does love to deny that. She says, yeah, and yes, Mary, and she also says coffee. Yes. But it's not like I said, it's not as harsh as I'm saying it, but you hear it. It's very subtle, but it's like coffee, and it's just there. It's just there. And she loves, yes, Tigger said she loves to deny it. She does. Josie says, weird question. Sometimes I DP in bed. Oh man, woo, braver than I am. So I would occasionally drop a drill or two and would try to catch them as you do. But my question is, has anyone else found drills stuck on weird places? Yes, I will tell you a story about that in a second. My accent is very similar to my husband's. There are a handful of words we say differently, but for the most part, Buffalo and Wisconsin accents are. Well, depending on the part of Wisconsin you're talking about. If you're talking about like northern Wisconsin, like Northwoods, they sound like Yoopers, or Minnesotans. Like, I hate using the accent because I hate the accent, but it's like, oh my gosh. And then I got cookies and we were going to the store, and I have to tell you, Marianne, she was just, it's horrible. Like, you ever played Fallout? There's a character in Fallout, and she's like, oh, you can put anything in there, teddy bears, ashtrays. It's very Bobby's mom from Bobby's World. And it makes me like, and the problem is that when I tend to go somewhere where they have an accent, I pick it up very easily. In fact, I have a problem with mimicry. So like if I was to go to the UK, I would probably pick up a UK accent very quickly and then embarrass myself because I'm not from the UK. And if I'm in the South, because I've lived in the South, I pick back up a Southern accent. And so when we were up in the Northwoods of Wisconsin, I also sounded like it was bad. It was really bad. So as for drills in weird places, yeah. Hello, Marilyn. So, I mean, it depends on if they're from Wisconsin or Wisconsin. Yeah, Bobby's World. Yes, it's a throwback. Naomi, I feel like you have many an accent. I do. My accent is, well, and that's the thing too. When I first moved from the South to Wisconsin, because I had lived in Florida, I'd lived in Virginia, we lived in Georgia. I had a very, very Southern accent, you guys. It was horrible. And I mean, like, the problem was when I first moved to Wisconsin, people in, the 1980s in Wisconsin figured that if you had, or at least kids, figured that if you had, oops, I just put that on the wrong thing. Figured that if you had a Southern accent that you must be stupid, which is a horrible generalization and is totally untrue. But they figured that if you had a Southern accent that you were uneducated somehow. And so I spent a good couple of years not saying much of anything at all, because when I spoke, I still had a very thick Southern accent. And I waited and waited and waited until I had picked up the Wisconsin accent and started speaking with that primarily. Well, then my problem is that I enunciate very clearly. So my S's are, damn it, I keep flicking them off. My S's are very pronounced. My THs, like, I speak with diction, right? So I've been asked before if I had a speech impediment when I was growing up, because I do take my time to speak very clearly. And no, I've never had a speech impediment. I just had a Southern accent. So I worked very hard to fix it. Drills in weird places. So people who wear glasses when they diamond paint, those are safety glasses, and I'll tell you why. I used to have my face a lot closer to the diamond painting when I would be diamond painting, and I was trying to straighten out drills on a square diamond painting, and I was moving them over with my single placer on the end of my pen. So I was sort of scooching things over, and when I did, it popped a drill out of the canvas and right into my eyeball, directly into my eyeball, and stuck flat side to my iris, like boop, to my eyeball, like flat side to my eyeball. And I was downstairs at the time, and there's a bathroom right across from where I used to have my desk. Dustin was sitting in his chair, which was next to me, but with the back of it facing me. So I don't say anything without trying to panic myself or anybody else. I get up, I hold my bottom lid open, and I go to the bathroom to get a pair of flat tweezers, because I wasn't going to use these kinds of tweezers, poke my own eye out. I go and get a flat pair of tweezers, and I'm holding my bottom lid open so that it doesn't go sneaking underneath my eyeball. And I use the flat tweezers, and I picked the drill, the square drill, off of my eyeball by myself, and didn't say anything to anybody in the house, just did it because I didn't want to panic myself or anybody else. That's the weirdest place that I've gotten a drill. Other than that, I find them in my bra. I find them stuck to my butt. Like, I'll go to take a bath and sit down, and there's one on my butt. There's often drills stuck to the bottoms of my shoe or to the bottoms of my feet. But yeah, it was pretty scary. They say picking up an accent makes you easier to talk to and to get along with. It's not. Oh, well, thank you, Glory. Yes, Sujin, I think she's in Fallout 3. Yeah. Let's see. Noel, I feel you have many an accent. I do. I get many regions from when you talk. Interesting. My tush catches them all like Pokemon. Honestly, I spit one out. Oh my God, yeah. I've eaten food and bit down on a drill, which is not a good thing to do because they're resin. Well, at least the ones I had were resin. It's like biting into a seed or something. And yeah, I've gotten it in my food and didn't know how it got in there. It was like, how even? Well, and see, I was just picking drills off, trying to move them over, and I flick them. Sometimes they'll like fly through the air and then end up wherever they end up. Sometimes it's in my hair, my shirt, whatever. So I'm assuming it's from either straightening the drills out or trying to move them to other places. That's all I can guess. But good question, Josie. Good question. You got other ones? I love questions. We all love to answer questions. Don't ask me why I just did that. Pick the drill out of the container. I don't want to place with tweezers. I really don't. I just accidentally laid everything on the wrong color. How many times do I do that? A diamond painting? I don't know. The number is vast and incredible. I think that's it. No, one more right here. One more. There we go. There we go. Fixed it. Happy to hear I'm not alone in that. Yeah, nope. You are definitely not alone. Okay, so for reference, would everybody like to tell everyone else how long you've been diamond painting? Play some more get to know you. I've been diamond painting since 2019. That's when I started diamond painting. Now from like 2019 to 2020 to 2023, I diamond painted very heavy from 2019 to 2020, March of 2020. And then I stopped for a while because I took a job and I just didn't have time. But then after I left that job, I definitely started diamond painting full time again. Linda's got 4 years. Jen W's got a couple years. I was going to say, I think I've known Jen W as long as she's been diamond painting. And I also tend to finish really quickly. So I've done a lot of diamond paintings as well. So I was talking to Lexi, and she was telling me that on Mercari, there's a lot of people who are selling their finished diamond paintings, because I had mentioned that my bag is full, that I keep my finished projects in, and I need to do something, like either to get rid of them or sell them. I don't know, garbage, something. I need to do something with them. So maybe I'll start selling them on Mercari. And then what doesn't sell, I don't know. Maybe I'll try and frame some and sell them at a, I don't know, craft market or something. I don't know. Noelle is getting back to drawing, sketching, painting, and digital drawing now, which has been, oh, good. Sujin, around August of 2024. 2 years in November for Tigger. Woo! Liana's almost 2.5 years. Allison got 5 years. Ashlyn's June of 2019. Mine was July of 2019. Jen's 2018. Lori's 3.5 years. Noelle said, I just realized when you asked that for me, it's been from February 2024 to now. Yep. Sure has been. Christopher, since the first week of Gods and Goddesses. Ooh, that was back in June. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Liz is almost a year. Keats is 6 months. You can give them away as giveaways to your subscribers and sign them. Oh, that could be fun. As long as they pay the shipping. Would anybody want that? Is that something people would actually want? Like if I mean, I'd sign the back because I'm not the artist, obviously. But I mean, I suppose worst comes to worst, I could just put it on a StreamYard giveaway, and then the only people that sign up are the people that want them. It's an idea. Thank you, Josie. 2019 when I was sent a diamond painting instead of paint by numbers. Oh, okay. So it was like a legitimate mistake that they sent you a diamond painting and you were like, oh, I'll just give it a try. That's kind of cool. That is super cool. For the longest time, I was only getting them in stores. One, because I don't really shop online like that. It didn't, anyways. I didn't really shop online like that. And then I'm kind of a weirdo when it comes to purchasing. Like, I like to be able to touch and feel what I'm buying, right? Unless it's like from a company that I know and I tried and whatever. So I hadn't tried out Diamond Art Club until later on in the game, like later in 2019, end of 2019, I think it was. I can't remember when my anniversary is with Diamond Art Club. I'd have to look it up. But I think it was in October of 2019. I tried them out for the first time, and I liked the quality. I was very impressed. Otherwise, I was just buying them from like the Hobby Lobby or whatever, Joann Fabric, before they closed. I'm going to donate some to a senior's home. And you know, Linda, I thought about that too, but Mary said, want what? Had a call. Okay, so I was asking about, I have a bunch of leftover, like, not leftover. I have a bunch of my finishes that I have left, things that I'm probably never going to hang up, just stuff, right? And so I'm thinking about how I need to downsize because I'm running out of, I have no more room in my Nick Pro bag to put any of my finishes in. And so I need to find homes for the ones that I have, not all of them, because some I plan to keep, but I don't know what to do with the ones that I have that I want to get rid of. And Josie had mentioned maybe doing a giveaway of subscribers, and then she said signing it, but I would probably, if I was going to sign it anywhere, it'd be like on the back or something. I don't want anybody to think that I'm claiming to be the artist, because I am not. And I thought that could be a good idea, doing a giveaway, but wondering if anybody would even be interested in something like that if I was to do a giveaway of some of my finishes. I do have some really good finishes. You want apples? I already sold mine. If I hadn't sold it, Mary, I would sell you my finish of apples, but that one was one of my very first finishes. And I sold that one for, I think I sold that one for, hold on, I'm looking. Where is it? It's got to be way back here. First couple of pages of my book. Let's see. Nope, that's a Chemi. Oh, come on. This is when I was coming up with name ideas for the channel. That was in February of 21. Oh, here we go. I sold it for $100. Somebody saw it on Reddit and then purchased it for $100. So anyways, I love the idea you could do a certificate. Oh, signed with them with a copy of your journal page. Oh, okay. I could probably do something like that. That's totally doable. Interesting. I'll give it some thought. I don't want to be like, I'm so cool. Let me just sign this and send it to people like I've got a fan. Most people know I'm pretty down to earth. I don't have a big old head like that. So I'd be a little weirded out. Like, even when I'm talking about you guys to like my husband or my in-laws or whatever, I will say viewers. Like if I'm talking about somebody, I'll be like one of my viewers or one of my friends from online, but I don't be like, oh, one of my fans sent me. That'd just be weird. That would just be real weird. Awkward. Because I don't know. It's like, sure, okay, maybe you are a fan of the channel, but I would like to think of you as a viewer or a friend or, acquaintance or whatever, online acquaintance. Have people donate to a cause for canvases. Oh, there we go. That's not a bad idea, Josh. And donate it to a charity cause, because I mean I do the 24-hour live for the YWCA of Rock County. Speaking of, I'm going there next month again. So I've got a bunch of little projects I'm taking along, and I've already dropped off the money from the 24-hour live. That was a long time ago. But yeah, I'm supposed to be going there and doing another class, which I'm very excited about. The liaison that was there last year that I talked to was not the same person as this year. So I had to kind of like re-explain what in the heck I did last year to the woman that was their new liaison this year. Like, you're our Gru or your minions. Oh. Puddingtane 12. We're followers. Oh no. For the charity of Naomi's well-being. I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, Naomi is broke. The charity of me would be very nice, but that's why I was considering selling them at all. It's like, ugh, man, I'm broke. It'd be nice if I could get a little something back for the money I spent on them. But it wouldn't have to be all of them, because there's some of them I don't know that would sell. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like if I decided to go online and try to sell them, there's a few of them that I don't know if people would be interested. So it's an interesting idea for the ones that I don't think that anybody would even want them. Yes, I do need the monies because I do have bills to pay. But all interesting thoughts. I will definitely give it some thinky time. Give it some thinkies time. Okay, let's see. Next color. Isn't it pretty? I love this. I love the blending, all the colors. I never work inside of this palette. So this has been really a nice, I put myself into a place where I'm only working on blue canvases. That was on purpose. So I'm not like upset about the fact that I'm working on a bunch of blue canvases at all. That was my choice. But it is nice to work on something in a completely different color palette. Just totally different from my usual. And I'm loving that. It's pretty. Thank you. Am I using glue dots, wax, or putty? Hello, Lily Pad. Okay, so you'd be interested? Okay. In my single placer here, I use something called Ghost. It is this here. Ghost. It's a liquid, okay? And it's a liquid that turns solid when it dries. It goes from white to clear, hence the name Ghost. And the way that it works is I use the liquid one to fill up my tips. It works like a glue dot does. I fill up the tips with the liquid, and then when I need to top off, I use the one that's already dried out, the solid one. That's this one. I just like basically pull out a booger of it. Like, I get in it with my tweezers and I'll pull out like a small size booger, like that big, just a little booger, and then top off my single placer. In my multi-placer, I use putty. The putty that I am using currently is from Puttylicious, which is in Australia, but she did a US mail to the US order. But there's other putty companies that I like as well. But I'm using Puttylicious right now. I use that in my multi-placer. I'm kind of a putty only person for my multi-placer. But yeah, I like my Ghosts. I use that in my single placer almost exclusively, actually. And then I use different putties for my multi-placer. Thank you, Lily Pad. Reminds me of Indian summer. Oh, okay. Hello, Peggy. Well, interesting. I'll have to give it some thought and see what canvases I'm willing to part with. Listen, here's the thing. I don't think that I would be able to get rid of any of my Moraleses. So, I mean, if somebody wanted to get a finished Morales and then they were going to give me their unfinished Morales, I would absolutely make a trade on that, so that I would still have it if you don't, if you want it, but you don't want to work on it immediately. But if you go through and you look at my my finished stuff, like that's what I'm trying to say. My year in review for 2025 and my year in review for 2024 and 2025, I still have basically all of those canvases. So if there was something in those finishes that didn't, already, I would have said in there already would have been sold, then I still have all of those. Deal off. Oss Putty in Australia is another amazing putty and wax. Oh, nice. Have I tried Forever Young Putty? That's what you use. Oh, Puddingtane. I have not, but I do know that when you order from Diamond Design Company, that is the putty that she's using, as well as from Mirthful Diamond Art. Mirthful Diamond Art gives you Forever Young putty with your purchase. Looks like, hold on, let me go. I'll grab a toolkit. Hold on. Just a second. Here we go. So when you get a diamond painting from Diamond Design Company or Mirthful Diamond Art, you get this, which I'm assuming is probably what yours looks like. Even though it says the Diamond Design Company, it's Forever Young putty. It definitely is. But it's really good stuff. And you get a lot of it too. I haven't tried it out yet, but I have it in case I need extra. It's really firm. And I like that about it, that it's not super sticky. And you get a crap ton of it. But no, I haven't tried it yet. It seems like it's pretty good. Liana wants my Moraleses. I see. Well, like I said, if you want to give me your unfinished one, then I'll send you my finished one and we can make a swap. I'm fine with that. But I gotta have my Moraleses or I'd be very, very sad. Works pretty well. Okay. Yeah, I just haven't had an opportunity to try it out yet. I should make the opportunity to try it out though. I don't know, but I got all these good smelling ones. Like this one smells like coffee and caramel. And it's so good. How do you turn down coffee? How do you turn down a coffee smelling putty? Josie. I'm a fan of Enes Guerra. I have one piece by Enes that I haven't finished yet. It's called Lunum Pythonism, and I'm working on it for something special, like something specific. I do like Enes's art, but I don't like Enes's art to diamond paint, I've discovered, and only because it's a lot of dark colors, and I have a really hard time staying inside of a really dark palette for diamond painting. I love her artwork, though. Her artwork is stunning imagery, very affecting, beautiful stuff. But I've understood, having diamond painted for as long as I have, that it's a very hard palette for me to work in when diamond painting. And so generally I don't buy her artwork for diamond painting. But her artwork is beautiful. Really beautiful. Lily Pad's leaving. Fortunately, I can't stay. Hubby is due home. I better go pretend I've done something. Fair enough. Have a good night, Lily Pad. Hope you come to see us again. I'll be here Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays and Saturdays even. Blah. Brain farts all over. Yeah, so love her artwork, though. Really love her artwork. Okay, sound off in the chat. Tell me your favorite artist. I bet I know most of them, but I'll ask you anyway. Favorite artist, go. Now mine, we already know, is Margaret Morales. My other favorites, I really like Butter D. I really like Christine Karen. Oh, I love Christine Karen. Chrisabug is another one that I like a lot. Camilla D'Errico, very, very high up on my list. Love me some Camilla D'Errico. Okay, where is the letter F here? Oh, I'm missing one. No, I'm not. Morales, Karen Yumi, Liubka. Okay, Geneva Bowers. Geneva Bowers Puddintain is so good. Lots of dark palettes with her, but I throw in something colorful in between. There you go. Chuck Pinson, Allison. Chuck Pinson is a lovely landscape artist. Do you like, if you like Chuck Pinson, do you also like Thomas Kincaid? Really don't have a favorite. I like a wide variety of artists. Okay, Linda, who do you have the most of in your stash? Liana says Margaret Morales, Camilla D'Errico, Kettner, Abraham. I'm assuming you mean Abraham Hunter, Yume. Jen Wilson's favorite is Morales. Correct answer. She's just super talented. I'm just always impressed. Always impressed. I don't think I've found a piece by Margaret that I don't like. There's none of them that I look at it and I go, well, I wouldn't buy that. Not a one. Which is unfortunate for me and my wallet when they keep dropping Morales's. I was very, very relieved to be safe this week. I don't know about the rest of you guys. Did anybody pick up anything this morning? Peggy's got the most with Morales. Oh, Ivy Dollamore, Alice. Yes, Alice. Good point. Ivy Dollamore is another one on my list. I have a lot of her pieces. Don't have one right now. I like a few different ones. Okay. Tigger didn't get anything. Noelle didn't get it. Listen, that art by Julia is going to come back. And Liubka. They're going to come back. Jamaica Murphy is a good one. Divine. Yes. Rosie Scribbles is another great artist. Multiplacer trays are interesting to use. Multiplacer trays. From where? From Forever Young? multi-placer trays? Because I mean, this is a multi-placer tray too, obviously. But do you mean one in specific? Because this is the one that I use. I've actually not purchased a whole lot from Forever Young. In fact, I don't think I've purchased anything from Forever Young yet. There's a lot of things on their site I want to try. But being a broke ass bee, I don't get to buy a whole lot, unfortunately. That was sarcasm. Oh, so then you did buy this morning. Gotcha. Today's drop was a snoozer, no pens on butterfly. Oh, okay. Thought about the Julia, but ultimately decided I didn't love the render and it's too close to Dreamy Lips. Okay. From Etsy. Which store specifically, Puddintain? Hello, Alina Meow. Zach Dunn at MDD is great, but Cherry Yuki at Jade, Rosie, ooh yeah. Glory likes Sarah Richter, Jamaica Murphy, Peggy Collins, Chris Bug, T.S. Larkin. Toshia-san is another good one. Mari945 over at Jade. Lots of good ones over at Jada Gem Shop. So many good ones. Medusa Dollmaker. Leoba Bruckner. Although some of her pieces I'm discovering I don't maybe like as much as I thought I did initially, now that I'm seeing how much of the like AI is actually in it. I understand that she does the artwork herself, but she does generate AI and then use that as a reference. And so there's some pieces in there that her early stuff is wonderful. Love her early stuff. But yeah, there's some of the newer stuff I'm like, meh, I don't need it. Creations by LEP. I'll write that down. I have not tried anything from Creations by LEP, but I will write it down. Creations by LEP, and then see if maybe LEP might be interested in just I'll have to look and see if Creations by LEP has a Facebook page. I also want to try the new manufacturer over at Jade really badly, Sujin. Because that one Animal Crossing piece, I need it. I need it so bad. Oh, man. Yeah, I didn't get anything this morning. I didn't have the money to, so it wouldn't have mattered. But there wasn't anything that like I felt like if I didn't have it that I would be totally missing out on from Diamond Art Club. So I just I skipped. It was a skipper for me. Has anybody else tried Creations by LEP? That's not one I'm familiar with. But maybe LEP might want to sponsor an event or something. And then I can try out a tray. And we shall have to see. Creations by LEP also does collab with Pure Bliss Wax. Oh, okay. Her trays are in the monthly box they put out. Okay, interesting. So then, I don't buy from Pure Bliss, so that's probably why I didn't. Would you know why that last Morales was archived? I can only speculate. Christopher likes Randall Spangler. Okay. I can only speculate, Peggy, but here is my assumption, and I think that it's a good one. Margaret would have signed on with Diamond Art Club and licensed with Diamond Art Club sometime in probably June of 2023, right after, and maybe even a little earlier than that, right after DIY Moon Shop closed. She got an offer from a few different places, because she says this in the video that she recorded for Mary Morales Year One. She talks about leaving DIY Moon Shop and then choosing to go to Diamond Art Club because they were pretty well established. But I would assume that she probably signed on with Diamond Art Club sometime in early summer of 2023. Well, we are currently in summer of 2026, which is 3 years. And I don't know people's contracts. I've never looked at them. I've never seen them. But I would think it is fair to assume, because we've seen other mock contracts from artists who left Diamond Art Club, that their contracts last about 3 years. Their licensing and contracts last about 3 years. Now, while an artist will choose to stay on with a company, the pieces that they licensed inside of those 3 years may or may not continue to be licensed by the company if they decide to renew the license for those pieces. So it's possible that Azul, which was the one that you're talking about that was archived, it's possible that Azul was licensed inside of that 3 years, and then they produced it, but that production fell outside of the 3 years that it was licensed in, so they could do their one run of it. But unless they decide to re-up that license with that piece, then they archive it. This is not the first artist that we've seen this happen with. Like, it's happened with Butter D, it's happened with Jamushka. And so I don't think it's anything like Margaret is leaving. I highly doubt that's the case. I think it is, and again, I only am guessing. I think it's a pretty safe guess, but I don't know any insider information. I don't talk to anybody at Diamond Art Club, so I don't know for sure. But I would say it's probably a pretty good guess that one was just up on a license, and they produced it once because they paid for the license and they paid to render it and all that other stuff. But they decided to archive it rather than to re-up the license on it. That is only a guess. Alice, it was Azul, the blue one. And there were a lot of those. I think that they ordered for that one-off and only order. You'll notice Azul did not sell out until Saturday night, which never happens with the Morales. So I'm assuming also, again, all assumptions. I don't know anything. I have no insider info, but I'm assuming also that they ordered a large amount of that one so that more people were able to get it, and then they archived it because it didn't sell out until that evening. Now, it might also not have sold out until that evening because it was around. Maybe people didn't like the render, or it was too blue for some people. I don't know. Now, would people have purchased it if, regardless, if they had known that it was going to archive? Probably yes, in some cases. I think some people probably would have purchased it if they didn't know that it was going to archive. To be fair, Diamond Art Club has told us in the past that if you like something, you should buy it when it drops because they're focused on what's new and not on restocking. And so if you like it, you should buy it when it drops. So with Morales specifically, when she drops something, because I collect her stuff, I buy them immediately. I don't wait. So, Peggy, I heard the name was spelled wrong. No, the name was not spelled wrong. I'll get into that in just a minute. This pen that I'm using is from Diamond Pen Pal. They are over on Etsy. Diamond Pen Pal. This is the Satura pen, and they actually still have versions of this pen. This one is a really, really thick pen from them. This is their chubby pen, but you can get them thinner if you don't like this big size. As far as there being a misspelling or whatever, no, there was not a misspelling. There was not a misnaming. There's some confusion on that too, because a person, a fan of Margaret's and Diamond Art Club, had posted on the DAC VIP group, and that person said, oh, well, Diamond Art Club should have another word. I can't remember somebody help me out. It's the Tagalog word for blue. Asul, A-S-U-L, is a Tagalog version of the word blue, because remember, the Philippines were, they were occupied by the Spanish, right? So there's some Spanish still left in the Tagalog. Asul, A-S-U-L, that is the name that Margaret gave to that piece. Diamond Art Club didn't pick the name. That's the name Margaret gave that piece. And so there's no misspelling. That is how it is spelled. You can go look at it, the piece itself. You can go look at it over on margaretmorales.com. And it is called Asul, A-S-U-L. There is no misspelling. Hello, Gary. Got locked into Pam and the emotional damage she's causing her grown son. If you know, you know. I don't know. Makes sense. There are a few artists leaving at this point, though. I'm sure that there's probably, I think, like with every company, there's going to be artists coming and going for this or that reason. I don't know which ones are leaving, which ones are staying. I don't have any insider information on that. But I don't believe that Margaret is leaving. I don't know why she would. She seems very happy with her content, her contract and everything else. Like, or at least if she's unhappy, she doesn't talk about it. So I don't think Margaret's going anywhere. But yeah, there's probably artists who are going to leave or stay, or you know what I mean? That's just the way that goes. I feel like there's artists coming and going from every business. Got to try them out, see if you like them, you know, all that fun stuff. I would like to see some artists make a return, but I don't know enough about their, like, you know, licensing stuff to tell you why they're not around. Because I do not know. She can't talk about it. She'll get banned. Oh. Many versions to say blue. Very true. Very true. Because Azul in like Mexican Spanish, if I'm not mistaken, is A-Z-U-L. Oh, lost my cap on my soda. Come back. Where did you go? There you are. But yeah, I don't know. I do not know. But I do know that I received Serenity, my Morales, yesterday. And she was in a massive box, a massive brown box all by herself. And then I got a shipping notification for my 2 copies of Azul. One of them is Noel's. And then I'm still waiting to hear about June Blooms. I don't know what's going on with that. That one, I hope I get it. I just hope I get a shipping notification soon. I'm getting very nervous. I'm not a big fan of the pre-sales, but that's just because I'm always nervous about things lost or misshipped or whatever. Azul with a Z is the Castilla Spain version. Oh, okay. Search me. I'd have to look it up on Google. I wouldn't even know. I do not know. But because we've got a bunch of new people hopping in, please sound off again in the chat. What's on your table? What are you working on? The one that I am working on is Elizabeth by Mandy Manzano. This is the beauty I'm working on. She is a Queen Elizabeth I piece. And she's beautiful. I'm just down here, right down in here. On the bottom. In Mexico, it's also spelled Azul. That's what I thought. Do you think the rain will hurt the rhubarb? I don't know. Our rain has only been sprinkles. Like, we haven't really gotten a lot of bad rain. As well in Portuguese, it's all based on Latin. Yeah, those Latin-based languages. Those Latin-based languages, very, very, the love languages, very similar in a lot of ways. I took Spanish in high school, and then, like, as far as learning, I learned more practically for Spanish than I did in high school, quite honestly. But I understand it better than I speak it. Like, I can listen to Spanish and understand pretty well, as long as it's not like spoken at a conversational speed. Like, if it's slowed down quite a bit, I can get it, but I can't speak it. I know some phrasing, but it's all naughty words, as is, always the case. People learn the naughty words first. I feel like that's the general rule. I think even people who learn to speak English, like, they learn the naughty words before they learn the other words. You're in a drought. Oh. Working on deck, Dark Lilith, and ready for the ride. Ooh. 2 sections left of Trinity of Peace. Cool. Beauty and the Beast. Veiled in Starlight. Underwater. Cat Comforts by Chrysabug. Splitting my attention on a Dreamer Designs Mamba. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I wanted to not only pull something out of my stash that has been in it for a long time that I haven't touched, but also wanted to work on a round. I knew Noelle was going to start working on her Manzano panel, her princess panel, and we were like, well, let's just go ahead and make it a DP along then. Why not? Let's go for it. So that's what we did. Although I think Noelle is ahead of me at this point, because I told her, get going. If I get going on this thing and I don't stop, then I'm going to surpass you very quickly, just because I'll sit down and work on something for 8 to 10 hours and get, a row or two done. She is also fast, but I do it without getting distracted by Uncrustables and pizza breaks. It's funny because it's true. She gets distracted by Uncrustables and pizza breaks. Ashura. Ooh. The Christopher Lovell. Pretty. I'm on my last 2 sections of Star Maker by Yume. Ooh, Malia. That sounds nice. One of the first purchases I made with that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes, Noelle, you are very ADHD. It's true. She'd be like, ooh, shiny. Were you distracted? Go do something else for 3-4 hours. I'll be on the phone with her and then realize that the reason that she hasn't finished where she's been working on is because she stopped to get online and scroll, like doom scroll for 20 minutes. I'm like, what are you doing? I think it's better than fixating on all of the crooked lines, because that just steals your joy to sit and focus on the crooked lines on your canvas. Like, oh my gosh. I mean, if it's really bad, obviously fix it, but like, working on Holiday Shop by Edward / Artbeat Studio. Cool Cat Connie. That sounds cool. Love it. Love it. I need to pull out, I don't know. I was thinking about a landscape, maybe. And then I did pull out a landscape, but it's a secret and I can't share it with you because it's a sneak peek that hasn't dropped yet. So I'm working on a piece from Diamond Design Company that hasn't dropped yet. It's a secret. And so can't even show you my progress, and it's making me crazy. I want to show you so bad because it's so freaking cute. It's outside of my normal wheelhouse, and I'm like, forget it. I'm going to kit it up because it's cute. ADD is better than OCD. Sometimes. Hot Pocket. Yep. So he's getting Hot Pocket. So he's getting something other than diamond painting. That is what Noelle is usually doing. After she has expressly stated that she's going to sit down and do a diamond painting, usually there's something else she's doing besides diamond painting. It's true. Another diva having decisions. Okay. Mary's calling it another diva having decisions. Yep. Something like that. All right, let's see here. There we go. Now, aside from favorite artists and things like that, please let me know. Now, you can call it a unicorn. You could call it what Abby and I have talked about calling it, like a Pegasus, which is also another mythical creature, or a narwhal. I like narwhal because it's the unicorn of the ocean, but they're actually real. They have horns like a unicorn. They're the unicorn of the ocean. Do you have a specific unicorn or Pegasus or narwhal or, I don't know, Cerberus, whatever mythical creature, any diamond paintings on your list that you're looking for, that you want, that you don't have yet? What's top of your list of things that you're searching for out there in the diamond painting world that you want to get your hands on? And it doesn't necessarily have to be something that is, archived or super, super hard to find. It could be something that is out of stock currently, but what are you out there looking for in the world right now? Or just spend the day moving from one compulsion to the next. Good Lord. Good night, Puddingtane. Have a good night. Get into bed. Church in the morning. All right. Praise your deity of choice. Night Melody, Peggy. Ooh, that's a rough one. That's one you'll probably have to get on custom or like the custom cards, the treasure quest cards. Because, I mean, unless you want to be out there spending like $300, $400, $500 on it. Someone spent as much as $800 on that canvas because people are crazy. It's a good narwhal to have. It is a very good one because it's a beautiful piece of art. For me, I would still love to find a copy of Luna Moth Witch by Rita Konya. I'd really like to find a copy of that. There's a couple of others like Moon Thief by Ivy Dollamore. I'd like to have that one someday. I had a list. Let me see if I can find my list. Let's see. Where is my list? No way you'd spend that much? Yeah, that's why it's better to do the custom codes. Regrow by Yume. Not actively. If it's meant to be, it'll come my way. That's, yeah. The new Jamushka mystery. Oh, okay, Noelle. Dak Esmeralda. So, didn't they do... That's Genovia art, right? Isn't the one with the diamond art, don't they have a copy of Esmeralda, like hand charted? Magic Bookshelf, says Allison. Liana says, we all have something. Yes. Kicking myself for not getting Psychic Moon Warrior when it was back in stock. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can find my list. I had a list because Noelle and I were sitting down and writing stuff out of like what she might like to get. Oh, here we go. Aphrodite by Chris Bug from Diamond Art Club. Luna Moth Witch. Jellyfish Mermaid is another one I'd like to find eventually. Moon Thief. Yeah, there aren't too many left. Noelle, you already have a copy of Storm God headed your direction before too long. Kicking myself. Oh, no, I got that one. Simone is Ellington. Rita Moth one. I saw it last night. What? Simone is Ellington Rita Moth? I don't know what that means, Kylie. Simone is Ellington Rita? No clue. Got me. But yeah, eventually I'd like to find those. I mean, it's one of those probably not going to happen anytime in the near future unless one, I come up with enough custom codes again, or two, somebody takes some sort of like wild amount of pity on me because I just don't have that kind of money. So I'm not holding my breath or anything. Oh, and excuse me, one last one was Moonbathe. By that was a Rosie Scribbles? No. Nope. Moonbathe. Ailey Marie. That one archived fairly recently, and eventually I'll try and get a copy of that. I hopefully can find it for not terribly expensive, but because it's not one that I don't think too many people are out there, trying to get it, but maybe. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Yeah, I was like, Noelle, what are you talking about? Like, Storm God is yours. My kingdom for anything new that smacks me upside the head just hasn't happened in a long time. That's fair. Kylie said, sorry, my brain fog. Liana says, you're always going to be on the hunt unless you're dead. True. Also, Naomi, you may be able to scratch Jellyfish off the list. Fingers crossed. Okay, interesting. You saw Rita Moth for sale. Yeah, but how much were they looking for, Kylie? Breakthrough by Yume or Diana. Oh, Diana by Maria Abagnale is beautiful. Hey, madam, I do take pity on you. Thank you very much. You do. You do. And I take pity on you too sometimes, and not in a mean way. But I only have to laugh at you because, one, remember you had accidentally with a few people spoiled that one a little early. So I don't know how you didn't remember that it's going to your house. It's going to come live with. In fact, wait a minute. That one's in the box that I just mailed you. It's in transit to your home if it's not already arrived at your P.O. box. So I don't know what you're talking about. Guys, just remember it's all about timing. Doesn't mean you want to get in a car. It's just about renting. Yeah. 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 I was going to say, what are you talking about? You better not be looking for Storm God. Like literally at your house or on its way to your house. I don't know. Look at, I finished my square. Ooh, with 20 minutes to spare. So guess what? We start a new square. Here we go. It's probably there. She likes to let them simmer at the PO. She does, man. You're not wrong about that. Yeah, I'm for real. It's in the box. The box may even be at your post office already. I'm pretty sure it is. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go check the pirate ship. I'm going to check pirate ship. I'll go look at your shipping right now. Here we go. Find yours. Everybody else has received their stuff. So let me see. Oh, it's in transit. Excuse me. It's in transit. It is currently in Massachusetts. No, it's in New York. Here. Let's see. Checking UPS right now. UPS says come on. There we go. UPS says it's already in New York. I do know that. I saw that on the map. But for whatever reason, it's being stupid. So let me do like this. Sometimes going through pirate ship and trying to track it that way, it's goofy. Transferred to low post office for final delivery. So it's at your post office. They just need to scan it and put it in your P.O. box. Saw the Rita Moth too. I think it was quite reasonable. I'm sure it did. I saw someone destashing Moonbathe the other day. It was in Canada and they were asking 180. So what is that in but they were asking you at 180 Canadian. That's not horrible for US dollars. As far as I don't know the exact conversion, but 180 US dollars is not, I mean, it's too much for me right now, but 180 US dollars is not, or Canadian dollars is not actually a whole crap ton in US dollars. But yeah, if it was in Canadian, that's not horrible. More than I can afford at the moment. Can't afford anything at the moment, but all right. Getting fresh putty. Oh man, this putty, this caramel latte. I wish Sim was right here right now. I would tell her. This caramel latte is so freaking good. It's so coffee scented. I just want to eat it. Yeah, shipping and customs is a lot too. Because I think in order to get like even just one canvas from Canada, it's probably somewhere close to 25 or 30 US dollars, depending on the length of the box. So it's more than I can afford. That's why I don't generally try to get destash out of Canada. Just shipping in Canada was 30. I don't know. It's been a minute since I've shipped a canvas into Canada. I think the last canvases I shipped into Canada were Liano's. But yeah, it's been a minute. Look at this. Look at this. Pretty, 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 pretty. Look at those dots. Very fancy. We're going to do it backwards this time. I think I'm going to do the inside and then do the dark stuff after. Yeah. Yeah. Mel's box was $30 into Canada, and it's only a 9x6x4. Yeah, I shipped. I got to take Liana's and drop it at the post office, but Liana's was just well, hold on, I'll show you. It's teeny tiny, and that one was like 20. It doesn't have your information on it. It just literally has a sticker with your name. This is how big Liana's is, and this was $20 by itself. So you know they'll try and get you. Try and get you real good. I did notice though that pirate ship generally for like everything, every kind of shipping is cheaper. Either with local, international shipping, it's cheaper by far. I can see why most people don't like to mess with the with pirate ship for stuff that's international, because they make you look up the codes for things. Like it's exactly what the post office would have to do while you're standing there, is to look up the postal codes for different customs things. But it's not that big a deal. I mean, it's not that hard to do as long as you know what you're shipping and you can find something close enough to it on the customs form. It's not that bad. The look at me. Yeah, I would definitely. According to Pirate Ship, let me see what I air quotes saved. Pirate Ship. Because it tells you like how much you've saved by using Pirate Ship instead of mailing with like USPS or UPS. Let's see, reports. Pirate Ship saved me on, I forget how many packages, but in the last 30 days, it says Pirate Ship saved me $306.41 in shipping prices. You're using Pirate Ship's business account, which is cheaper. Wow. Yeah, I don't pay, like, is that something extra? Like, do you have to pay Pirate Ship to do a business account? Because I'm just doing whatever's like free, normal, and then I just put my business name in there. What about custom forms? It prints them. It prints everything on the label for you. Oh, because it's going through their business account. Got you. Yeah, like basically you go, hold on, let me see if I can show you. I don't know if it'll let me show you or not. Hold a second. I might be able to show you. Okay, so when you go to rates, okay, like this is just getting a rate quote, and you put in your stuff, whatever, you put in the country and the zip code, whatever the zip code is. Like let's say here, I'm going to ship something that's 28 length, 6 and 4, and then it weighs 2 pounds and 10.3 ounces, and then you can get a rate quote. But you can also get a rate quote if you go instead for United States. You can actually get a rate quote for Canada. Let's see, go up to Canada. Wherever that is. There we go, Canada. And then a zip code in Canada. I don't think I have a zip code. I think you can do it without the zip code. It might let me. Yeah, and see, it'll give me with those things the rate for shipping Canadian. And then for the customs forms or whatever, like it'll walk you through when you ship something. Let me see, single. Just want to make sure it's not putting my address up there. And then yeah, it'll actually do all of the custom stuff once you put in the information. You go through and you have to pick out all of the yeah, that's why I was trying to move it. You'll put in all of the different, like let's say it's asking you to describe an item that you're shipping. And so you go you'll go I don't know, like for me, I had to look up like 3D printed items. You have to actually go like plastic decoration or something like that. And it'll give you the closest thing to it. And you just basically look through the list until it gives you an offshoot that is the closest to whatever it is that you're sending. It's very, very, very handy and was very easy to use. Once you have an idea of following along with the customs form, and then it won't let you move on to the next thing until you've done everything right anyways. So it's easy, very, very easy. And it'll give you the code for that item in the drop down lists on a separate page. It's very, very easy to use. Ooh, this is a pretty color. All these reds. And yeah, so well with USPS, I don't know if you're going through the website to do that and then printing labels or whatever, but it is definitely because I just go and stand in line. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have a label printer before, so I couldn't do all the stuff at home. So thank you again for that. But it's definitely cheaper than any time that I've shipped with UPS, USPS, FedEx, you know, whatever. And it'll choose, you can actually go by like, okay, I want it to choose the cheapest option, or I want it to choose the closest, you know, office to me or whatever. You can pick how you want it to, like the rates will all show up regardless, but it'll show the top one depending on what you select. So if you want it to go fastest or you want it to go cheapest or whatever, it'll give you all those options. The only thing that you got to watch for is when you are selecting one and you're printing off your label, it'll give you a warning if it's doing UPS Select, which is one that you actually have to drop off at the post office instead of at UPS. But anyway. Oh, that's weird. I was getting a little delay there for a second. That was bizarre. Probably just me messing around online too much. Do I still have? No, I don't still have that open. I do not know pirate ship definitely here right now. Yeah. I think a lot of people who do destashing pretty often or shipping pretty often use pirate ship, because even when I stopped in at USPS to get I had to drop some things off and then ask questions. The woman that I usually talk to at USPS, she's like, yeah, I've been hearing of a lot of people using pirate ship now. Like it's so much freaking cheaper. I mean, the difference in cost alone, like the box that I shipped to like Sujin, for instance, I think that one cost me, I can't remember. It was not expensive, right? And there was a canvas in there and a couple few other things, you know, whatever. But that when I would take those to USPS to ship, that would have cost me like closer to $30 if I would have taken it directly to USPS myself. So I've definitely noticed a difference in price. I mean, even the one for Liana, when I took that one to USPS, they wanted like $6 or $7 more than what I was being quoted on Pirate Ship. I recommend adding a little bit more. Yeah, but I'm measuring correctly. And if it's like going to be 4 1/4, I'll go 4 1/2. Or if it's 6 1/8, I'll go 6 1/2. Like I always estimate a little higher, but like if I know that the box is only 28 inches, I'm only gonna put 28 inches on there. You know what I'm saying? Because I am measuring it with a measuring tape. I'm weighing it with a scale. I do know that there are some people that they like legitimately, they just eyeball it. And I'm like, that's ballsy. Whatever you like to do. And it's a gift. Yes. I always, when I'm sending anything out via international, yes, I always mark it as a gift and I always keep the values really low. I'll put $1 on there. I don't care. It's like, I don't think anybody should have to pay extra just for receiving something from me as a gift, a literal gift. Put sizes on the box. Yeah. You did the same, but still got $7 charged as a surprise. Oh, interesting. I mean, I don't think I've been under yet. Not that I'm aware of, but I'll keep an eye. I would always rather overestimate it than underestimate it, and then end up with a charge. Look at these pretty colors. So pretty. I love it. I never work with these colors. These are really beautiful. Beautiful reds, oranges, golds. All right, what time are we at? 2 minutes. I always insure my things I send out. Well, the post office automatically does $100 in insurance. Like no matter where you're, like even if I'm doing Pirate Ship, the post office does an automatic $100 insurance for you, unless you need more than that. I don't buy more insurance. More often than not, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too trusting, but I would say I've had very few times where I've received something from the USPS or UPS that was like received damaged or anything like that, or got lost or whatever. Knock wood. Hope that doesn't happen. It's like $1 through Pirate Ship. Interesting. Storming outside, but no rain. We had a lot of that too, Liana, yesterday. Yesterday morning, early morning. It was like the thunder was so freaking loud, but no rain. And we got no rain. It was really bizarre. Lots of sound. No actual rain with it. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the live stream. Yes. And I'm headed over to Discord. Hopefully I will see some of you there. Otherwise, I'll be back on Tuesday with some just hangout time, and I will be giving more information probably around there, maybe the week after, on the auction, which is coming up in the next couple of weeks here. I'm just waiting to get pictures and things together and the list so you guys can see what's coming and what there is to bid on. Should be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, other than that, I will be back with a whip and chat on Wednesday. Yeah. that's all that I have for you tonight. I'm going to go get this little square finished here pretty soon. And yeah, Noelle and I we'll get this out and about. What do you think, Noelle? Can we do it? I think we can. Anyways, yes, I'm going to get out of here. And like I said, I will see you hopefully in the Discord, or if not, then I'll see you on Tuesday at the live stream there. But as ever, I hope that wherever you are in this great, big, wide, wonderful world, that you are having a beautiful morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Good night. See you guys later. Bye.